Hey everybody, I'm Lee with Olsen Eco, and I'm glad you're here today because I've got something very exciting I want to tell you about. Let's talk about team roping horses. And if it's the same in your world, team roping horses are really being elevated. The whole game is being elevated. They're giving a lot more money away at the roping, so that means people are willing to spend more money. Like a friend of mine who just paid $250,000 for a head horse at the Rancho Rio sale in Wickenburg, Arizona this past weekend. So let's talk about how we can shoe them the best way possible. Team roping horses, first off, what is their job? So two different spectrums, right? You've got the head horse and you've got the heel horse. The head horse starts in the box, leaves hard, picks up the steer, so they gotta get down just a little, but they're not gonna actually stop. So then when they turn, they're gonna need a little bit of traction and leave in the box. Then the rest of the run, they're gonna be facing, so you don't want anything too crazy where you can torque them around. Heel horses, they have to break from the box the same way. They need to rate and slow down in the corner, and then they need to get down and drag their butt when they stop. So we don't want both those horses shod the same usually, just so we can accommodate their specific needs. So check out these shoes right here. All right, so let's talk about each shoe individually and what they provide. This is the Light. This is an age-old shoe that Mustad has been making. St. Croix Forge makes it. It's a very nice shoe. This is low risk. It's not going to hurt anything. It's got some traction because it's a narrower web than, say, the Challenger has. So you're going to get some sink in the ground, but it's not going to be a rim and have a lot of traction. This is the new shoe. This is the St. Croix Crossover. This shoe's pretty sweet. This is their front pattern. It's got the variable pitch technology, so you can drive better nails than you used to be able to. After that, we've got the Delta Challenger. This is one of my favorite shoes. This thing is really nice. It's a little bit wider, so like a heel horse, it keeps them up on the plane of the ground a lot better. And that's the whole thing with traction, is that how much does their foot sink in the ground is how much traction they have. So when it's bigger and wider like this, it's going to keep them up on top of the ground instead of sinking into it. So that would be more heel horse style. You can put it on some head horses, but these would be specifically heel horses. And then this is the Advantage. I really like this shoe as well. We use a lot of these. It's a lighter shoe than most shoes, but then it still has a lot of support on how thick the heels are, how wide the web is. It's got sole relief like all the shoes, but the shape's really nice for a quarter horse, and it's got a nice rolled edge and breakover around the whole shoe. The Inventor, this baby's been around for forever. It's hard to beat a good thing. This has a lot more substance than this does, so if you're in a little rougher ground, this will have better wear. You can see that it's a little thicker than the Advantage is. But like the Advantage, it's got the nice roll all the way around the shoe, so it's really going to accommodate them when they're turning like all rope horses do. So when they turn, that's going to give for them so they can turn easier and break over easier. And it's got flat heels. That's where the Advantage and the Inventor are nice. The Advantage just has a wider heel than the Inventor does. The Light rim. This thing, I'd hate to know how many horses at the NFR this thing has been on. Barrel horses love these. It's got the rim all the way around opposed to the Advantage like this has, or the Inventor themselves. So if you need more traction, a lot of people will put these on head horses. They're nice for thin-walled horses. They're punched appropriately. You can turn this shape into front or hind. Very versatile shoe. So then if you've got any problems, these are the two shoes that we go to. If you need breakover, if you've got a horse with soft tissue injuries, this shoe is the one for you. This is the Equilibrium by Mustad. It's a roller. It's got a nice edge all the way around it. So if you need, you can see it's got breakover around the entire shoe. Nice forgiving soft heels right here. Very nice shoe. If you need a wedge, this is the Advantage St. Croix 3-degree wedge. It's a little higher in the back, so if you need to get them up off the ground, if you've got some injuries, some navicular like a lot of horses have, especially roping horses, this is a very nice shoe, shapes easily, and this is by far the strongest aluminum that I've ever got to deal with. They hold up really well and lots of resets. And the 5 nail holes make it easy to get around old nail holes in the hoof. So let's talk about hind shoes. So this would be more for heel horses. These all have hind shoes that you could use on the back of head horses that are really nice. But on the hind shoes, this would be your basic shoe. This is a Delta Challenger. This is a really nice shoe. Calf horses, heel horses that don't need help stopping, that's a good shoe. The Easy, this has been around for a long time. It's the same shape as the Eventer Hind, but it's just a flat version instead. But this gives you a little more surface area, like I said, and that keeps them up off the ground and helps them keep sliding. The Extra, this is a nice shoe. It's got a little more of a round toe than the Easy does. I have a square toe. So you can, depending on what kind of horses you shoe, you can turn that into anything you like, and I like how the heels are checked, and they have very nice heels. And if you need some more slide, a double S slider is the way to go. It's got a rocker and rolled toe already, as you can see right there. It's nice and smooth. When you drive the Mustad slider nail into this, it'll be completely flat. You'll hardly need to rasp or grind it off at all. And that's the whole thing, is that it won't have any sink. There's no rim, there's no fullering. It'll just get on top of the ground and stay on top, and that is what allows them to keep sliding. On these nails, my favorite nail is the Mustad North American nail, but any nail, any 5 slim nail will work. It doesn't have to be slim, it can be city. Well, that's about it. I think we covered everything that you're going to need to successfully shoe team roping horses. It also goes for all horses in the Western industry. Those shoes should be able to handle any situation that comes up. Feel free to comment any questions or concerns that you might have, and I'd be happy to help. Have a great day. God bless America.